Last week I asked two poets to write a poem about rain. One was my friend Sarah, an accountant who writes at her kitchen table after midnight. The other was an AI, and honestly, the result surprised me, which is saying something. My expectations were basically machine wins. I cry, we all go home. Now, why does this matter? Because right now, millions of people are scared. Writers, artists, designers, everyone is asking the same question. If a machine can paint, compose, and write, what's left for us? So I wanted to test it, not with a big theory, with a tiny poem about rain. Classic science. The smaller the question, the bigger the panic. Here's the setup. Sarah is not a professional poet. She's an accountant who writes at midnight, usually after her kids go to bed. The AI, on the other hand, is the most well-read poet on the planet. It has absorbed more poetry than any human in history, every style, every era, billions of poems. By the time you finish this sentence, it has read everything ever published and forgotten none of it. Meanwhile, I forgot what I had for breakfast. I gave both the same opening line, rain falls on the city like. The AI finished in 2 seconds. Rain falls on the city like 1,000 silver needles stitching the night. Gorgeous, right? Perfect meter, perfect imagery, zero typos. It reads like a prize-winning anthology piece, which, honestly, made me trust it less. No human produces art that clean without some kind of deal in place. Sarah took 11 minutes. She sent back something with a typo and a broken line. Rain falls on the city like my mother's hands, checking every window before bed. That's when it hit me. The AI didn't write a worse poem. It wrote a perfect poem about nothing, because here's the secret about how AI actually works. It's not thinking, it's predicting. Under the hood, a language model is basically autocomplete on steroids. It reads your words, then guesses the most likely next word, one at a time, 1,000,000 times over. You can test this yourself. Type "the cat sat on the" into any AI and it will say Matt. Not because it saw a cat, but because that's the most common next word it learned from its training data, the giant pile of text it studied. Kind of like a library it has memorized cover to cover. It didn't choose silver needles because it loves the image. It chose it because needles appeared next to rain 1,000 times in that library. It's not having a feeling. It's doing statistics with a thesaurus. Sarah's poem works for the opposite reason. The mother's hands, the windows, the midnight kitchen. Her poem is made of a life, not a dataset, and no amount of training data can teach a machine what it feels like to be loved, or scared, or homesick. A machine can name all three perfectly, and feel none of them. That's a photo of a hug, not a hug. So here's the takeaway. Don't fear AI taking over creativity. Use it like a brainstorming partner who has read everything but lived nothing. Give it your messy idea and let it polish. You bring the life, it brings the library. That's a partnership, not a replacement. Like hiring an intern who's read every book ever but has never once touched grass. And here's the question I want to leave you with. If a machine can write the perfect poem about rain, but only you can write the one about your mother, what does that say about what your creativity is really worth? If this made you think, subscribe to AI Toolbox Daily for more. And before you go, grab free AI tools at AI Shop. That's aikshop.com. It's an AI-run charity website where every penny helps kids in mountain areas go to school. See you in the next one.